Hello, good day. Hello, how you guys doing? Yes, welcome back to the right side of the clicking. When you click, is the right corner because we are right here. I mean, like this one.
Let's go.
As in,
Excuse you. Hey, I know you're trying to make it a boys thing now. Hello, there's a lady in the house.
What that is so the gender civil war.
It's not gender.
I'm greeting my brother. Dropped something in his hand, and I say, "Hey, brother, me, you see? Oh yeah, sorry.
Please,
Okay, say something. Scratch that, please. Wake us up. Well, you are start the show.
Excuse you.
Please, now begin the show.
But you started it already.
You already said we want to make it a boy show.
I know you did not include me.
We're coming to you.
When?
You see, when we will open the floor and then present the prize. Is that not how it's supposed to be?
Oh,
you see when we say chivalry over. When we are trying to butter them up,
Why are you trying to butter me up when you can just keep it straight with
Let's
me?
go.
When we butter you up, you blossom, darling.
Okay. Skincare is expensive.
It's Shay out here. We got Mr. Kinzo in the house, and yes, the girl in ice. What's your name, please?
Nice girl.
We wanted to give you presentation before.
That's okay. I'm not pissed. I can handle it. Keep it coming. Don't worry. I'm coming for you. Well, it's the only delectable lady in the house this beautiful day.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's none other than Oiza. You can call me Oi for short.
They got no fight Oi trouble today. You go roast me.
I will eat you for dinner.
So our guests in the house, sorry, but this is not how we normally are. We are just on like vibe. You get me? Well, welcome to the house, and we will give it the floor. So please,
talk to us.
Guys.
All right, hi everyone. My name is Bukumi. I work for Bloom, a global hiring organization that connects people to the right opportunities out there. And of course, I'm currently serving the Brigham Young University students in Idaho, United States. I'm happy to be here.
What is short for me, Ben?
Chelsea, visa for you.
Hiring.
Hello, wait.
And you.
Hello, please wait. Can we just please wait first?
Okay.
Please, first, thank you. I just wanted to celebrate it.
Emma Bino.
America.
The United States of America, bro.
United States.
That's where we want to go.
Talking, bro?
No, not with the British accent, though. Let's do American.
They have lied all of you. Sorry,
Let's
I'm
go.
on the side of this table. So today our conversation is wrapped around a very, very peculiar topic. Japa. Everybody wants to carry
US.
them. Come on, see them.
Japa.
Jealousy.
Canada. I know.
It's okay.
I'm suspecting you.
Alright, so you see on this conversation, Japa being the topic, right? He's a expert about Japa, bros. So I mean, let me give you the floor. So it's not as if because me, I'm not a fan of Japa. Just so we are clear.
But you do know that this is a very personal topic for us Nigerians, especially in the last 2 to 3 years. We've seen an influx or an outflux of Nigerian experts, professionals.
Okay, I like the way she underline
professionals, students, artisans, everybody they carry their bag, they move.
What people underline all these significant things? Now I will have this conversation.
I do have something to say about that though. In the long run, it's like we're spending money to train these people because you do know education is subsidized in Nigeria, and then we're not reaping the benefits because there's a brain drain in our country.
Okay, so please press pause. Let our hair pass.
Hey, I talk to us, Egbo.
Because I mean, there's
a good side to it, right?
The good side where you're making money from it.
You know, I'm not going to speak from the perspective of making money.
Okay.
From it, as he said. You understand?
You are expert to.
I'm going to talk
play inside your circle, though.
I'm going to talk mainly and majorly on the benefits
and
the core reason behind people trying to move away from here to the other side. You understand? You know, she said something earlier about using money to train people and then you are not reaping the benefits.
Yep.
You know, like you said, actually, you train people and then it's a very good thing to train your people to be good. But then you would also expect them to be better. Being good is not actually enough. Not in our generation. You understand? So it is expected that people seek better life.
Yeah.
They want better life. And if where you are cannot afford it or cannot give you, there's no bad thing in moving to the better side. You understand? To get what you want. And that is what we do. We don't just collect money from people as you are assuming. You know, we help people to connect to the right opportunity, to live to the maximum of their potential.
whilst I can't understand why people are leaving, right? The economic situation is not helping. There's a high rise of insecurity in the country. There is so much more problems, that a lot. I mean, the education system is failing drastically. There's so much. If we start to list them out or call them one by one, we will not be. So let's just move away from. Let's just move away from that. So a lot of people are looking at this and are like, okay, you know what? I want something better for myself, just like you said. I want a better future for my kids. I want to give them a level playing field. I want to give them a better fighting chance in the world. Because honestly, there's so many times on social media you will see they said if you're born poor minus life has one up on you. If you're now born poor and Nigerian, that's like, or African,
5-0.
That's already like
5-0.
You have to first equalize before you now even start trying to overtake. That's a lot of pressure. And a lot of people are looking for better ways to get this on, but they oftentimes fall into the bad side of it. We've heard so many terrible stories. They get promised opportunities abroad, they get promised jobs, they get there and it was all a sham. It was all a sham. It's not what they signed up for. And so many people have sold everything. They've packed up their lives here as they know it. They've sold their properties. They've borrowed money. Want to check say.
So do you mind if I butt in at this
point?
No,
please, by all means.
Okay, so she said these parts. A couple of things you said is because they need to migrate to, because basically what you defined was more or less one of the attributes of migration. You need to seek out greener pastures, right? Fantastic. But I would like to believe that we are already in a space where we are migrating to. Those people are the people that put us in our own predicament. Me saying that is majority of the things that are happening here.
Wait, you said something like people that put us in this predicament.
Yeah, it's the same predicament.
I'll come to that.
Okay, so right now, we're speaking from a post-colonized moment, right? Okay. Before colonization, do you know how prosperous we were? Do you know it's written fact that we were one of the most honest people on the planet, where we leave our wares on the road. Yeah. Literally. Our wares will just be on the road, and then people will come, drop its exact value and go. It's just right there. Nobody has to sit there. That's how honest we were. There's a letter to the Queen about that. There's a whole lot of other. They blew up the Benin kingdom for you not to believe that you have proper heritage. Our things are in their museum. That's them coming to invade us, blow up, kill up. Sorry, there's a jam from Bernardo, and they told us that who discovered Niger, the River Niger, no be a foreigner for our own land. When a black man, according to pictures that are in books. Right, and now over time, the seeds of a lot of negative things that are germinating right now were planted also by them. Yeah. They also put their agents in places. They're different, unfortunately people don't use the internet the right way, but this information is out there for anybody to fact check. Now, slavery was abolished at a point in time. If you ask me, I'll even tell you that the normal 9 to 5, according to me, is even modern day slave trade. If you want to argue with me, let's come and have that conversation another time. But now we're in Japa conversation. Now, you are saying that people that have struggled in this difficult dispensation to attain academic freedom, all of that, should now go to another space where they want you to come and work for them. Literally, you are coming to go and build their own economy because you feel that their system works better. Whereas, sorry to say this, a lot of the people in our ruling class, I would like to call them coons. Because they travel a lot, they see these things, but they still want to put us in abject, poverty, so to speak. Yeah. You can implement things that will help us be better, but you say no because there might have been some agreements between us and those people there, as we are going to go and meet, that we cannot do some things. So, my question to you is, your organization, your industry, why can't you people find a way to level the playing field here? Education favors them there, not us here. Sometimes the worst people in classes are the bosses, and the best people in classes are the employees. Because business is not just by knowing accounting, it's a different kind of thing. So why can't your industry look for a way to level the playing field that people will stay here? Because now you go there, you're doing the same work with another light-skinned man, let me put it that way, but he's getting paid more. For he's doing a lesser job load than you, and you're working your ass off, and then the next thing, the way they hit you with taxes is different from how they hit him with taxes. So why should I go there where if war breaks out, whatever I might have accumulated there is dust, and they might tell me to come and go and fight in their war that I don't appreciate what they're doing for me? because that's something that's been happening in the East with the Ukrainian war. Different things are happening from different points. I'm not saying that those places are not good, but not all of them are the best for us because we go through a lot. So why can't your industry fix things here in its own kind of way? We pay for IELTs, and we're British colonizers, and they're increasing the prices of IELTs every day. I don't think it's fair. Let's call a spade a spade.
You're looking at it from
geniuses are going by the day.
Being in Nigeria, a patriotic individual.
I have
to understand. All Nigerians would love to be patriotic to a very reasonable extent.
They arrested my grandfather for treasonable felony.
To a very reasonable extent, but there are some things that are above just people like us, like securities.
Okay.
And economic stability. They are way above us.
Okay.
We can only feel the impacts, the effects, but we cannot do anything about it. We are powerless. And it is to this effect that my organization look at, okay, having people here, people are here, we have talent, we have people of good character, people of good intellectuals, but they are wasting. You understand? So what can we do to help these people? You are looking at it from one side. You are not looking at it on the benefits that it has also in our own economy and individual lives. We are talking about lives getting better, families getting better, being able to live,
exchange,
being able to live the kind of life they wanted, being able to explore, being able to provide so many things. The security is there and a lot of things. So if you are looking at it from that view, you will not be able to see the better side.
Okay, and then what is the better side?
The better side is the fact that as an individual trying to move away from the country, you are not just moving because you want to move. You are moving. A lot of people, in fact, from my own check, about 40% of people that move, they don't actually move because of themselves, because of their families. Life has gone past the stages of people trying to move away from poverty. If you don't have money, you cannot move. That is another thing that you need to think about. We have people that have a lot of money and they still want to live. Because of what? Because they want a better life, not for themselves. I have somebody that traveled last week just because of his children. He said, I have survived a lot of things here, and I cannot afford to allow my children
to go through
all these things.
Well, I do understand that part. I did mention that for so many reasons. It's because you want a level playing field for your offspring, and you want to give them an equal fighting right, an opportunity to actually understand that most of the things that happen here. Somebody will say, if they explain to you what's happening or what Nigeria is, and you understand, they've not explained enough. They still remaining. If you understand, if they explain to you that this is what Nigeria is and you actually understand it, then the person probably did not explain well.
What do you mind? You said something about you moved out because of your children, or
to give them a better life.
He probably went to the Americas or Britain, where they can actually be asking your son, "Are you sure you are not a gay?"
Yeah. I was going to say that.
So now, do you actually, these people that come to meet you, do you actually, when they are saying the reasons why they want to Japa, do you now educate them as to, okay, you are going to a place where, okay,
your kids will be asked if they want to stay.
They can give your kids hormone blockers. They can start, they'll be asked.
Exactly what I was saying.
A child cannot be disciplined. Because
so when you say disciplined,
see, that's another delicate topic. That's another delicate topic. But there have been scenarios where a child just is his phone. Sorry, forgive me. Okay, there's been different. If it's that conversation of discipline, there are situations where children have done the worst from the meanness of things, seizing their phones and all that. But discipline seems to fall into the house at some point in time. But what I'm saying is, you want to travel with your kids. How do you guys educate those families as to the possibility
changes that will come?
The pros and cons for them to be able to weigh
hurdles. Maybe say you can't go to English speaking country and you have to go to like say somewhere in Europe and where there's a language barrier,
or in the Arab, you have to go to the Arab nation.
Before we give a go ahead on a particular information that we've received from them and the things that we want to tell them, we first explain to them a lot of things where they are going to, and sometimes we even suggest a place for them based on their demands and based on how and the ability to move ahead.
Okay, so they like fill out a questionnaire,
yes,
and then you guys go from there.
In all of this, right, while still trying to speak on the benefits and how you think it speaks on the better life for the people who want to leave, you've not spoken on the impact for the origin countries where they are moving their things from. Remember when we started this conversation, I spoke about brain drain. It's a thing that we're seeing that's affecting us. It's in our hospitals. There are no nurses, there are no doctors because they've all left.
The best.
God forbid you have a neuro issue now, or neurosurgeons where they Nigeria no enter 200 or
100.
they don't even enter. Thank you very much.
Give us more starting.
Do you understand?
And now you go do the paperwork for those other ones. We go. You see? Can you see? You see?
It's not his fault.
You know, the thing is, if you fail to make use of what you have, another people will make use of it in a better way.
But how do you, again, like I said, the impact of this outflux of professionals that we need to also build our own country? What is the impact on us?
You know, you said you're talking about the impact on
brain drain. Yes.
Origin.
You cannot deny the fact that everything that has an advantage would surely also have a disadvantage.
Okay.
You understand? Let me first talk about the advantages.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yes,
All right. Talking about the advantages of having your people moving away from here or moved away from here, you can see that you can be assured of a better life, just as we have been saying, a better life, a better security. You know, even with your wealth, you are well assured that when you wake up, you know that this is what I have, and it will always remain like that. When you work, it will always improve, it will always increase. You understand? So that idea, you know, you send money back home, it helps the naira. You know, you send money. Yes, it does. You cannot deny that. You understand? When you are paid, we have a lot of people that send money to their family, and it helps sustain the economy too.
Of course.
Do you know that?
Trust me, of course, yeah.
So when you send money home, we have a lot of people that are from abroad. They also created a lot of institutions there.
Yeah.
They also built a lot of things to improve the life of those around them. They are looking at it from an investment view, but at the same time, it is helping the country. Do you know that? So a lot of people go to many villages, go to many homes. You will see that a lot of houses that are used for renting, a lot of organizations where many people work, the owners aren't Nigerian based. You understand? They work there and they know that one day they have to return home, and they know that they have people at home. So what they do is they hustle and then they make life better for their people here. That's just few of the advantages.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can listen. I like those kind of advantages. But you remember when I was saying something? I said something about those people, and then put us with predicament in conjunction with the coons, their fellow counterparts that are also of our nature, of us, that are in charge of us. Okay, so let me put it this way: there are a lot of policies, I think, or there are a lot of things that can be done for all these things to not happen. But for the fact that we're not working, it favors a lot of other people.
Okay.
So don't you think they will not, or they would like to hinder the progress of our origin state? Now, they abolished slave trade a while back, right? But really, did they really abolish slave trade, or they redisguise it as something else? What do you think? Because like I said, she said something about brain drain. We don't have up to 100 neurosurgeons in Nigeria. At a point in time, UCH Ibadan was one of the most revered hospitals in the world. The British family, I think the Saudi Arab family, they used to come to Ibadan here for treatment. Why did it take? Have you, okay, in the course of this, have you, in your research, have you read the book, is it the Diaries of an Economic Hitman, on how they attack nations and make them dependent on them? Now, if I would like to believe that if a lot of people have read these books, you see a lot of the things that is in that book happening to us. we don't appreciate, we demarket ourselves at every chance we get without even knowing that we're doing it.
Our president did it recently in Dubai.
Yeah.
I mean, he did it in Qatar.
Because, okay, this election went in a kind of way. Some people don't agree with who won. Me, I'm not even that. My own is let the country move forward. Okay, that's where I'm after. Is he doing a good job? Was it done in a year or 6? Yeah, that's how we should. But there's a lot of emotions running that part. But at the same time, within that cabinet, within the cabinet, there are people that are politicizing the problem. Okay, which I think is where the solution should come from. Those are the kind of people that should be rooted out. Why are we going to another country when we have it all here? We used to have tire manufacturing plants here. We had rubber plantations here. But all of this, once upon a time, we had a dairy farm somewhere. I think it's around Ibadan, Abeokuta Expressway that's covered up with trees and stuff. We had all these things there and we can work on it. So now, what I am saying is, advantages of us going there, now our own Ella, Oyinbo they use, let me put it out because literally now Oyinbo, we are Japa out of. Why can't we Japa to African countries? Why is it difficult to jackpot to African countries? I don't think we have enough time to talk about this thing properly because this thing is
it's a lot.
It's rooted deeply.
It's a pretty multifaceted issue that we need to, gently peel off.
Now tell you because people are just making money. No sentiment. See, there's no sentiment because if the sentiment involved, you people tell them to go and go back home.
So it doesn't look like
I am not going to.
You are not on the hot seat.
I'm not going to agree.
We're just trying to be very, very interactive.
I'm not going to agree. Let me ask Sheye a question.
Yes, please.
All right. Do you know how many years it takes for somebody to be a medical doctor in Nigeria?
A lot. I think 12.
Okay. So now,
I'm correct. I'll be 12 years.
11.
Okay.
11. And now, if you, as a medical personnel, you understand, you studied so hard in school.
Yeah.
You struggled
11 years.
You struggled to do a lot of things for yourself to ensure that you got what you wanted.
Even more,
And now when it is time for you to be productive, to reap everything that you have worked for, you understand, you see that there are a lot of people outside there that did not spend the amount of years that you spent in school here making a lot of money and living a better life than you do. That's not long. There's no limitation to wanting to. There's nothing bad in wanting to be good.
I agree.
You understand? So if I'm asking you a question here.
Yeah.
If you are in that shoe, what would you do? How would you feel?
Okay, so I am a victim of this country too.
Okay.
All of us,
everybody.
I went to Olabisi Obafemi University to start with.
Are you serious?
I was told in my final year that I had fake admission. But I'm still here. I studied psychology. Technically, I use that thing for everyday life, not for what I do in real life.
Whoa.
There are some people in banks that study Yoruba and they are your accountants because the bank offered to train them. Why aren't you people trying to push a policy that will reorganize the educational system? Because if you ask me, our educational system breeds more slaves for them.
Not really.
Trust me, they do. Really. Can you think in your native language? Do you think? Sorry. I want to ask you this very personal question. Wait, please. You know you asked me a question. Remember? Now I just want to put this thing for you to think about.
You have not really answered the question.
Reiterate your question. Let me be sure I've answered.
Yeah, I want to.
What would I do?
Yes, I want you to tell me.
Now, I'm telling you now.
Yeah,
I studied psychology. School. Okay. Nigeria showed themselves. I did not get my degree until 2014 or 2015, and quite frankly, I was meant to have finished when I was 21.
Okay.
Also told I didn't go to school for another 3 years after that because it got to me mentally. I said I was not going to go to school again. It was my brother, one of my exes, that were like, "Yo, you got to do this thing again," and I tried it again. And I did psychology, and now I even went to Benin Republic to get my psychology degree. And I still don't use psychology to do my business because I really don't need psychology. And now bear in mind, in this country there are a lot of children that are whiz kids, as in literally they are brilliant child, but because they can't speak English they are told that they are Olodo. You do know that, right?
That's another level.
See why I said that. Why can't your industry
we have moved past that stage too?
People
don't do that anymore.
We've moved past.
Yes. People don't really judge you based on that. But please go ahead.
Okay, yes. To a certain degree, yes, I would like to agree.
People don't do that.
That's because there are a lot of other open-minded and broad-minded people.
Yeah.
Right. But now, when I say why can't you people help, reinstitute our, because you guys is an industry. You cannot say it's just only your company that is doing this thing.
At all.
There's a whole lot of you guys that do this thing. So now, instead of answering those other, because See, people still have to make money. You still have to meet a quota, regardless of how much you guys have to be selfless. But now on the side, do you guys have policies that are helping to try and reorientate or reintroduce better policies for the average man? Because I knew a kid in school that knew math so well, but because he did not know English, he was not allowed to pass, and he repeated until he dropped out.
And he's not from UK or US.
Exactly.
He's a Nigerian.
But now in Japan, in China, all these kids, they think, reason, and speak in their native language. And it's not that it's vernacular. When I was back in my own school days, Yoruba was vernacular, was deemed vernacular. We'll pay
back
fine.
in your own school days.
Yes,
our own school days.
We pay same thing.
I've been saying it really was.
Yes.
You see, what I'm trying to say that the education standard that is imposed on us is more or less breeding us for slave trade. They took history out of our education system. Nobody knows who they are. How do they know where they're supposed to be going to? So if you tell them, of course now.
Of course they want to.
On news, what they show them there about Africa is that we are bush, whether people agree or with it or not.
We have moved past all those
That's what
stages.
you think, but I know someone that came back from the States a couple of days ago. I was like,
seriously.
Even this case and that guy that's around, he's coming and he's just experiencing Nigeria. I'm like, wow, is this what it's really like?
You're looking at it from your own view,
okay,
based on who you are. Okay. You know, I wouldn't want to tell the people out there the privileges that you may enjoy as you are. You understand? But not a lot of people
I'm still from
would,
a very
would
progressive and conservative family.
Not a lot of people would have access to a lot of things that you have access to.
No, true.
You understand? So and judging from your own distance, you feel like it is okay for people to go out there and come back, according to what you are saying.
There are people that have been not to blow any trumpets. There are people that have been, according to what you're saying, that are as privileged as me, that have blown more than me right now.
Yeah, sure.
A ton.
Sure.
That are world renowned.
Sure.
That's the privileges that you just, in quote, I supposedly have.
And that is why you know,
exactly.
When you are privileged to have what you want, you understand, when you are privileged to have what you need, you may be tempted to make it look as if people that are also trying to get it through other means, through other legitimate means, are not trying.
And one of them is to pack their bags and move.
You know,
I mean, whilst we've spoken about the benefits, we've also spoken about the undersides and the dark side of it. And I mean, while we wrap things up, I'd like to pick your thoughts, really, for people who have, made up their mind that, okay, look, I cannot continue to do this. I really would want a better future for me and my kids. How do I go about it? What do you have to say to our listeners who are trying to make that decisive decision
to Japa.
That shaking law, I make him law.
Well, that is very good. When you look at a lot of people, I used to tell people that are denied visas, or a lot of people that wants to go, that you cannot go there, and they will not allow you to come if you are not good, or if they know that you cannot add values to them. You understand? The fact that you are here and you want to go shows that one of the disadvantages of it on our economy or in the country is for the fact that we have a lot of people that are very good, that are supposed to be helping us moving out to seek better lives for themselves. You understand? And whilst we still have millions of people also waiting to move, one thing that I will tell them is that it is not always easy. And that is what he is talking about. That is what is making him not to see the brighter side of it. It is not always easy. There are a lot of discriminations. There are a lot of issues that also arise when you move outside the country. It is more like a prodigal son.
Security, when police go to shoot you for road, you'll be black man.
No, you cannot.
They will kneel down for your leg.
If you want us to
just shoot everybody.
If you want us to look at it very well from that view, we are talking about corrupted countries. Don't let me go to that. We are on life. No, don't let me go to that. Don't let me go to that. Look, I don't. If you no, compared to these countries, we are not trying. Let's be realistic. Forget the fact that all of us. I am in Nigeria.
There's corruption everywhere.
A child can walk into a school with his parents gone and open fire because he is depressed.
So how many did you know of? compared to the many that we know of.
Don't do that. Do not even do that. It happens like every AK market day. We see it on the news.
Okay, wait. You see that on the news. Now, talk about the level of insecurities around you.
Well,
talk about that.
So now.
Well.
Talk about that.
Well, there's risk everywhere,
talk about
right?
That.
You know what, that's guys? In real life, now God they protect us.
I was going to say that. Now, guys, this is it.
Oluwa they protect us. No means say maybe we know they protect ourselves.
But Nigeria,
you understand?
We are not going to agree for anybody to have guns. Not like road rage, they don't care.
Even if there are a lot of people that have guns illegally too in this country. I mean, that also make use of it in a very illegal way. So what would you say about that?
Bro, where I'm going at is you said something about security.
Yeah.
Security. There might be better security there. There's no security anywhere. These people right now, Israel, Palestine, they are killing. There's a war going on there. Ukraine, Russia, there's something going on there. How did it start? Nobody even expected it to start the way it started. It just started. The Nigerians or the Africans that were in Ukraine, they wanted to tell them to go and start fighting. The ones at Japa, they said that they cannot come back again because they did not stay to fight. Because those ones were looking for greener pasture. Now they want to draft them into war. The Nigerians are going to go and
drafting into wars and all these things that you're talking about. They are a matter of choices. They don't force you. They don't force they don't force you. So you cannot blame somebody for the decisions that you make by yourself.
Gentlemen, let's diffuse the situation right now. And I did already say that we need to wrap this up quickly. And I wanted to take your thoughts quickly, for people who are looking to make that decisive decision as to leave and not to go.
Yeah. Again, let's not forget that this thing is all choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the.
If you don't want to Japa, don't Japa.
Okay.
I have seen
if you want to Japa,
I have seen a lot of people too. Yeah. That feels like when they have what they want in this country, they are not going to leave. There are still people that even though they don't have what they want, they still don't want to leave because of what is. It's a matter of choice.
Yeah, it's a matter of choice.
It's a matter of choice.
And again,
but there is you do not make people feel bad for wanting to do better for themselves. You understand? If you have what you are doing that you know that you can sustain yourself. I have friends that say that no matter what they cannot leave because when I make my money here, Nigeria is good to enjoy. Funnily. 100%. And realistically, it's very
but it's true.
Having money in Nigeria
is good if you got your money.
Very sweet.
If you have money in Nigeria, you can enjoy as much as you want to. You understand? But for somebody that is still struggling, you understand? If you really want to
when you say somebody that is still struggling, now you know that say now to live is with money. Can you live for free?
Struggles comes in a lot of faces.
Okay.
You understand? Sheyi is also struggling in some aspects.
Actually,
yes. I am struggling in some aspects.
I don't mind go for
we have somebody that have 10 million naira. There are some people that when they have 10 million naira in their account, they are broke to them. They feel like they don't have money. So what I would tell the people out there that are planning to move is that they shouldn't feel bad for the decisions they want to make if they feel it is the right thing to do. There is nothing bad in wanting to be better and wanting to do better. You are looking for a good life for yourself. You are not committing any crime. Don't mind the likes of Sheyi.
Sheyi is a stubborn boy.
He's a stubborn boy.
Sheyi likes
Actually, if you feel like what you are getting here is not enough for you
and you want to get more,
you deserve to go look
for
more.
You can be good. You can be very good, but then a lot of people are coming
better
after you. Do you have a future for themselves? So you have to think very well and then make the decision.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bukumi. I believe we've learned a thing or two.
Yes, we have.
You didn't learn. If you ask me as a person, if you ask me, the major problem in Nigeria is not security. Funny enough, it's power.
As in the electricity, the which one?
Electricity. That is the major backbone of every country. We have companies who have left Nigeria because they can't run diesel anymore. So security is on God. We've had stories of people going with entourage getting killed. We've had stories of people in bullion van getting killed. You can get killed whenever you want to die.
Security
but
security that we're talking about is not only shooting people.
I know. Let me.
We're also talking about businesses. The assurance that your business is going to be sustained.
No, that's not part of security. What I mean by security is, when you ask an average Nigerian, what do you think about Nigeria? They'll be like, They can shoot at any time. Unknown gunmen or unmen known gun.
Ungun
Gunmen known. You know, that's what I mean by security. And again, I used to be a part of those who want to Japa until I experienced inverter. Let me tell you.
Inverter?
Yes, let me tell you. The problem we have in Nigeria is because there's no lights. You want to use the restroom at night, you have to turn on your phone's flashlight. When you get to a point where there is 24 hours light in your house, maybe you are on inverter or you are living in a better area. Forget better area, inverter. You want to use the restroom at night, you turn on your bulb, it comes on. You want TV, you can watch TV anytime. You have Wi-Fi on constant electricity. You will not be part of those that really want to Japa desperately. That's my own view because I've experienced
I'm glad that you said
my
that,
major
Joel, but we
power.
need to wrap this up.
Understand?
Thank you,
now,
gentlemen.
wrapping this up, I would say, Mr. Bukumi, you have shed more light on traveling and, should I say, Japaing. I really appreciate you. And to Sheyi, what else do you have to say?
I would just say, man, be creative. Japa is not the way.
Sheyi is a stubborn boy.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the podcast. Remember that you can catch other episodes of Right Klick on all podcast platforms. In the meantime, have a fantastic time till we come here again in the next episode.
I get a coconut head.